Hello and welcome once again for the problem solving session. Today we will see mostly the CMR based examples. These examples are from earlier question papers. So first example is C8H16 and the carbon 13 NMR values are given. 13.7 quartet, then 2 triplets and then 1 doublet is there. So first of all, the sites of unsaturation. Sites of unsaturations are, there is one site of unsaturation C8H18, so one site of unsaturation. This suggests polyphenic CH, that means double bond is bound to be there, and then triplet, these are CH2s and this is CH3. Of course the aliphatic chain is there. So if we compile the things together, it looks like CH double bond, and of course it is a symmetrical compound, so you are bound to get the equal number of signals. Only 4 signals are there because 1, 2, 3, 4 and the remaining half is exactly identical. So 4 signals are there. This 130.6 doublet stands for this carbon, and then your 39 the vinylic, the allylic, then the next one is 23 and last is 13.7. that is how the assignment has to be. So that is about the first example or first compound A. Now moving on to compound B with the same molecular formula, of course. So these are methyls, so very strong. These are 3 methyls, this is 1 methyl, this is 1 methyl. So there are 5 methyls in all. This is quaternary carbon, this is also quaternary carbon, this is CH. So and more importantly, PMR gives only singlet for all methyls. So we have, says so many methyls are there, I will put double bond, 2 methyls attached to double bond, and then this one has got 3 methyls. So we have to account for 8 carbons, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is that 135.3, this is 130.3, this one is 32.2. these are all important carbons. Then coming to these methyls, that 18.8 is the methyls attached to tertiary butyl carbon, and then 28 and 30.3. Now this is 28, this is 30.3. crowding will de-shield the carbon, so this will be 30, the other one will be 28. So that is the second isomeric compound with C8H16 molecular formula. Okay. Now moving on to the next example, C9H12. C9H12, so C9H20 minus C9H12, 8 hydrogens are missing, so 4 sites of unsaturation, so can be aromatic ring. You can predict the aromatic ring if 4 sites of unsaturations are there. This is aromatic CH, this is aromatic quaternary carbon, I would say. This looks methyl attached to aromatic ring. So, there are only two sets of carbons, one is quaternary, the other one is CH. So, if you construct a ring, benzene ring, and put methyls, automatically you will get two sets of carbon. This is A and this one is 127.1, this one is 137.5, the singlet, this is doublet, and this is going to be 21.2 quartet. So, it is a mesitylene compound, only 3 sets, because 3 sets, all methyls are chemically equivalent and all these CH are chemically equivalent and these are also equivalent. So, that is why we get only 3 signals instead of 9. So, 3 3 the 9. So, 3 methyls are equivalent, 3 CH are equivalent, 3 quaternary carbons are equivalent. So, that is how the structure would be. Okay. The third example, C7H12O4, C7H16. So, two sides of unsaturations are there. This indicates COH, the OH, and I would say this is the carbonyl of acid. Quartet strong, maybe 2 methyls. These are methylenes. This is quaternary carbon. These are probably the acid carbonyl, I will say. I will underline carbonyl. So, we have 2 carboxylic acid group. So, that will take care of 4 oxygens as well as 2 sides of unsaturation. This is the quaternary carbon which is having 2 methyls and these are the 2 methylenes which are intervening. So, the structure C7H12O4, the correct structure is going to be with this one, or we can simply put COH here, so that those methylenes would be non-equivalent. If I put this way, let us say, let us put the earlier structure and check whether it is, this is okay, this is 1, but these 2 methylenes would be same. So, they cannot be 32 and 38, that is why the upper structure is correct, wherein your methylene is attached to carboxylic acid and then the next methylene. So, definitely they are chemically equivalent, their electronic environment is different. So, they will be, one is 38, the one which is next to carboxylic acid, and the other one is 32 which is away from carboxylic acid, 42 is this carbon and 26 is this gem dimethyls, 182 and 185, 182, 185. So, carboxylic acid functionalities are there, and one more hint is there, that is 1.1 singlet, and more importantly these are scanned in D2O. So, D2O means your COH will be absent. In that case only 10 hydrogens are seen. So, these are 6, these are 2, these are 2, LCM is 10. So, 6 2 2, that is there. This is 2.2, this is 1.7 and these are 1.1. That is how the PMR signals would also go along with CMR. So this is a type of combined problem. So with CMR also one can solve, but PMR is assisting us in this regard, and both the spectra CMR as well as PMR, they are scanned in deuterium oxide. So naturally your COH proton will be absent in PMR as well. Okay. Moving on to fourth example, single peaks in PMR. All 5-6 compounds are there. I will just quickly put the structures for each. This is your acetone C3H6O, or both the methyls are equivalent. This is the C2H4Cl2, both methylene are chemically equivalent. This is the compound trimethylamine, wherein all your methyls are chemically equivalent. C5H12, the neopentane, already we have seen this, but since it is there in the question paper, we are solving it. C3H8O2, I will put the structure here. C3H8O2, the already we have utilized carbons, so it is gem dimethyl, or it is the protection, I would say. C8H8O2, this is the compound which is normally used by polymer chemists. This is tertiary butyl peroxide, and this is going to give you only one peak, because both the tertiary butyl groups are chemically equivalent. C8H8, sorry, not this one, maybe another compound, C8H8, we have to write down the structure, not that. C8H8O2, C8H18 minus C8H8, 10 hydrogens are missing, so 5 sites of unsaturation. So 5 sites means one aromatic ring you can put. Okay, one aromatic ring for and you have to have single peak in PMR. So where single peak will be there? Only when the protons are chemically equivalent. So C8H8O2, 5 sites of unsaturation means you are supposed to put this ring, and this is one structure I am putting, but this may not be correct. We will come to this later. Let us solve the remaining examples. C8H8O2, or let me check the formula from the original paper, because these are earlier question papers, so we are not framing any. C6H7N, 18 doublets, and this is, so this is mono substituted straight away, because you can see that these are 2 ARCH, these are 2 ARCH, this looks methyl, this looks quaternary carbon. So I will directly put this structure. This is substituted pyridine, and these are equivalent, so they will appear together, A, B, this is C and this is D. So 4 signals are there. This one is 149 because this is next to nitrogen. This is 122 which is away from nitrogen. This is 145 which is quaternary, and this is 18 that is quaternary. Okay, now this one C6H11NO. The hint is it is oxime. CH2, 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 CH2. 5 methylenes are there and 1 quaternary carbon, and if I want to put 5 methylenes with 1 oxime, this is going to be cyclohexanone oxime, and you can see that these two, and this one 5. So lowest would be 24, 25, 25.2. You cannot differentiate like that. This is the one which is facing nitrogen, maybe 32, the one which is away maybe 27, something like this. This is the quaternary carbon which is at 161 singlet. So that is how the structure comes. The hint is there, the oxime hint is there, so that is a small indication of having the methylene. So many methylenes are there, so it has to be alicyclic ring, because with so many hydrogens and very few sites of unsaturation, so only 2 sites of unsaturation, so one is ring, the second is double bond. Then this compound C5H10Cl2, C5H10Cl2, once again 6 and 4, both are singlets. Now once singlets are there, you need to be careful, because these are 2 methyls, these are 2 methylenes, and I am going to put chlorine here. So both will have singlets, even this will have singlet, because the neighboring carbon is devoid of hydrogens, it is not containing any hydrogens. The second example is triplet for 6 hydrogen, quartet for 2 hydrogens. So it is going to be, I will just put this structure straight away. These are equivalent, so 6 and 4, that is the ratio, and the central will contain 2 chlorine, 10 hydrogens we have accounted for. It is saturated compound because we have to substitute H for chlorine, so that is there. Then 0.9 triplet, that is the 6 proton, 1 proton, 2 protons, and so 6 proton doublet, that is CH, CH3, CH3, that is one part is done. Then your CH2 is there, CH2 will be multiplied, because then it will have something else on the other side as well. Multiplied 1 hydrogen, this is 1.75, probably this both the chlorines are here. So this looks okay. 0.9 doublet, and 4.25 is this one, 4.215 is this one, 4.9 is this one, because it is having 2 electron withdrawing group directly attached to it. This is 1.75, and this is 0.9, because the chlorine is much away from them, so less of inductive effect is experienced by them. One more structure we have to draw. Nine proton singlet, 1 proton. So 9 proton singlet suggests the tertiary butyl group. So 4 carbons are over here, and naturally this is singlet, these are also singlet. That is the overall picture, and that's all for today. We'll try to solve as many examples as possible. We have to do one more chapter, that is mass spectrometry, and once that is done, then we'll come to the problem solving, once again combined problems based on UVIR, NMR, C13 and so on. So, only one example that I will do, and maybe next time we will continue with it. Okay. Thank you.